they were telling me that their family members, their friends, their neighbors were being arrested, tortured, injured, and killed. They feared for their lives, but they were demonstrating and fighting Gaddafi in the streets every day for their freedom, despite the danger. One of my Libyan friends said to me, as their situation began to look increasingly dim, "Will you tell your friends about me if I die?" This had a tremendous impact on me. A few days later, he asked me the simple, powerful question, why doesn't anybody help us? I made the decision that day to go to Libya and help my friends. How could I sit back and do nothing while my friends and their families died in the streets of Tripoli simply for their desire to live as free men? How could I sit back and do nothing while my friends and families died in the streets of Tripoli simply for their desire to live as free men? I could not abandon them when they needed help. I called my mother, who's seated right here, and then I called my girlfriend at work, and I told them I was going to Libya, and then I was leaving that day for Cairo. Unfortunately, I missed a flight that day and had to leave the next day on February 26th. After some time in Cairo trying to arrange safe transportation into Libya, I arrived in Benghazi on March 6th. There was no NATO, there was no international help. It looked like there would never be outside intervention at that time, and a lot of people in Libya were saying that they didn't even want international intervention. But there weren't many rebels going to the front lines. Gaddafi's army was on a rampage, headed east, and it seemed like it would only be a matter of time before he swallowed up every town on the way to Benghazi. I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do to help the revolution. I knew that if there was the opportunity for me to fight, that I would fight. But I wasn't sure if the rebels would allow an American to join them, and accepted the fact